In today's video, I will be showing you what the top 6 best heal and hybrid units in update 11.7.5. If you do not know what heal and hybrid unit you're going for, then this video will help you to choose the best and strongest one. All of the units in this video are all obtainable, and I have only selected units that starts as a heal or hybrid unit. With that being said, let's go! Starting off with this list is King Sloth. King Sloth has the highest range, which is a must-have as he will be able to secure more kills, as well as he is a multi-hit, making him do well against shield opponents. King Sloth's stats and max upgrade and max level is 58,399.79 damage, with King's SPA at 7 seconds, and making his damage per second sits at 8,342.83. King Sloth's placement is 5, which his DPS is gonna be crazy when all of 5 are placed. The best traits you can have on him is Divine or Godspeed, as Divine traits are only good for units that have 4 or more placements. And King Sloth is a multi-hit, which will do well against shield opponents. And not only that, he will become useful at certain maps that boost his damage, as he has 2 damage types, magic and light. And with him having a big range, I suggest placing him further back so he can use his full potential as a unit, and he costs 53,350 yen to fully upgrade 1 unit. Yeah. Alright, the next unit is Golden Frieza Emperor. Frieza is one of the new units added into this update 11.7.5, and Golden Frieza is quite easy to evolve, as you will just need to continuously defeat the West City Freezo invasion raid. And I do suggest buying the relics if you are in no rush of getting the newer units evolved, as the relics will help you a ton, especially if you have all 10, as each of the bean will make your units deal 25% more damage, where if you have bought all 10, your units will deal 250% more damage in that raid. Golden Frieza's Emperor stats and max level and max upgrade are 357,229 damage, with his SPA at 13 seconds, making his damage per second at 27,479.15. Golden Frieza is insanely overpowered, especially you can place 3 of Golden Frieza Emperor. Although he is quite expensive to upgrade, Golden Frieza Emperor damage types are magic and light, and the best relic you can equip on him is Miracle Timepiece, Mermaid Crown, or Clover of the Wind, and he costs 119,750 yen to fully max upgrade 1 unit. Okay, the next unit is Okra Resurrection. This unit is specifically for beginners, as he will fall off later on, but he will still be quite useful, especially he has 2 damage types, magic and dark. Dark type units are still a must-have right now, especially with the new Fabled Kingdom 10 Commandments Legend Stage 3 will require you to bring dark type units to do extra damage. Okra Resurrection stats and max upgrade and max level is 40,203.36 damage, with his SPA at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 5,743.34. Okra Resurrection is the most easiest unit to evolve compared to everyone in this list, especially on how strong Okra is. With beginners, having Okra Resurrection will help you a ton by finishing most of your act modes, and not only he is strong for beginners, he is a multi-hit which will be a must-have later on the game, as he will do very well against shield opponents. And Okra Resurrection costs 62,500 yen to fully upgrade. An alternative unit you can go for, especially if you want an easy carry, is Hanji Captain. Hanji Captain is an exclusive and limited unit that can only be obtained through Amok Battle Pass. This unit is insanely good, especially she is a meta bleed and she is a bleed heal unit, making her a must-have for beginners. Hanji Captain stats and max upgrade and max level is 41,878.5, with her bleeding doing 12,563.55 damage, as well as her SPA is at 6 seconds, which means her DPS is 6,979.75. And this is insanely overpowered for a battle pass unit. I definitely recommend having her on your team. Hanji Captain costs 43,500 yen to max upgrade 1, and her damage type is physical, and she has 5 placement. Sheesh! Alright, next unit is Metal Knight Arsenal. MK has one of the best damage with a low SPA in terms of heal and hybrid units. Not only that, Metal Knight will be able to spawn drones, and he is the best shield breaker heal unit. Metal Knight Arsenal stats on max upgrade and max level is 129,881 damage, with his SPA at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 21,291.96. Do keep in mind that Metal Knight Arsenal can only be placed down twice, making unique trait on this unit is insanely strong. Since the summoner unit will deal half of the damage of Metal Knight, not only he does huge damage, but he is a multi-hit which will be OP against shield opponents. And you do need takedowns for him to spawn his drones, and there is a tracker on his back to know how many takedowns he got. To fully max upgrade one Metal Knight arsenal will cost you 118,250 yen, and his damage type is magic. Sheesh, bruh, magic everywhere. Moving on to the next unit is Yono Spirit. Yono Spirit is still the best shield breaker heal unit with an okay damage, decent SPA, and a good AoE circle for an update 7 unit. Yono Spirit's stats at max upgrade and max level is 62,817.74 damage, with his SPA at 10 seconds, making his damage per second at 6,281.77. Yono is still useful, especially he has 2 damage types, magic and air. I use Yono Spirit for maps that makes air units twice as strong, so using Yono Spirits on those maps will definitely help you a ton. Not only that, he is the best shield breaker heal unit alongside with Metal Knight, which will do well against shield opponents, and you will encounter them as you progress along the game. The best traits you can have on Yono Spirit is Godspeed or Divine trait, because you can place 4 of Yono Spirit. Sheesh! Yono Spirit costs 60,200 yen to fully max a single unit. Before going to the next unit, I do want to honorably mention Soi Fon Hornet. Despite of Hanji Captain being better overall than Soi Fon Hornet, Soi Fon Hornet is still a decent physical heal unit, with her stats at max upgrade and max level are 40,737 damage and her SPA at 5.8 seconds, making her damage per second 7,023.62. Do remember that Soi Fon Hornet is a burst type unit, so if you are bringing her into certain maps that have a ton of shield opponents, bringing Soi Fon Hornet as your heal type unit would not be the brightest. The best traits you can get on your Soi Fon Hornet are Divine and Godspeed trait, as you can place 5 of Soi Fon Hornet. Her damage types are physical and air, and she will cost 50,700 yen to fully upgrade a single unit. Okay, the next unit is Cell Super Perfect. Cell Super Perfect is the first heal unit that you can obtain from raids. I would want to see more exclusive heal units instead of ground units so people will be playing raids, and surprisingly, they actually did. Thank you, Anime Adventures, thank you. Cell Super Perfect recently got buff on his damage, which is incredibly strong now, by the way. Cell Super Perfect stats at max upgrade and max level is 46,664.61 damage, following his SPA at 6 seconds, making his damage per second at 7,777.43, which is incredibly overpowered for a heal and raid unit. Cell Super Perfect might have the highest damage per second for a physical heal unit, as well as Cell Super Perfect is a multi-hit which will do very well against shield opponents. Although, having him unique is incredibly easy to get, especially you will only be using 1-star remnant instead of 5. Although Divine will be way better than unique, as you can place 4 of Cell Super Perfect, and you will only reroll a trait on him when he is an epic unit, as you can buy him or get him as a drop from the West City raid. Cell Super Perfect will take an insane amount of time for you to evolve him, as you are only limited to 3 games a day for you to play West City raid, which is not a lot for a day, so it will take you a really long time to evolve him. And finally, Cell Super Perfect damage type is physical, and he costs 71,400 yen to fully upgrade 1 unit. Well, that was everything for today's video. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye bye. Yeah, woo.